Right now, Chattanooga Mayor Andy Burke is delivering the State of the City address. Good evening, I'm Latricia Thomas.
And I'm Josh Rowe. Community members continue to criticize Mayor Burke for what they say is a failing violence reduction initiative. That is something he plans to address tonight.
Today, Hannah Lawrence looks at one key component of the VRI, sending as many cases as possible through federal court, where stronger sentencing guidelines often take place. She joins us now live to tell us how they end up there. Hannah.
Latricia, Josh, last week we told you about a man named Larry Bush, who the DA's office says is a powerful gang member. Court documents call him a career criminal. He faced drug and assault charges, but what landed him the most time in prison was an ammunition charge. Today we talked to the federal prosecutor who built that case.
In the last week, 23 gang members arrested, most back out on the streets making threats tonight. That's what Mayor Andy Burke told NewsChannel 9 this morning in a preview to the State of the City address.
We've got to find ways to really make sure that we're putting these guys away, that we're doing it, and that we're keeping them there.
Assistant U.S. Attorney Chris Poole says most of those offenders are out on bond set by the state.
Shooting someone is not normally a federal offense.
He says in order to press federal charges against a shooter, the crime has to affect interstate commerce, meaning in most cases the gun or ammunition comes from out of state.
There are very few guns made in the state of Tennessee, so most times you get caught with a gun in Tennessee, it does affect interstate commerce. Either the gun or ammunition affects interstate commerce.
In 2007, known gang member Larry Bush was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison after police found him with ammunition from out of state. Poole says it's Bush's criminal history, though, that made a difference when he was charged by federal prosecutors that time instead of state prosecutors.
Because he's qualified as what's called an armed career criminal. He had at least 3 crimes of violent felony convictions prior to being caught with ammunition.
To get bumped up to federal court, Poole says CPD presents the facts, including whether or not the suspect is in a gang. Then his office decides whether federal law was broken. But in the end, he says the time behind bars lies in one person's hands.
I would say it's clear there's too many shooters and gang members still out on the streets. You get sentenced for the crime that you commit wherever you're prosecuted, and that's normally up to the judge.
Poole says that Larry Bush killed someone in prison after that sentence, and that's not why he's in prison for the rest of his life without parole. Live in Chattanooga, Hannah Lawrence, News Channel 9.
Hannah, thank you. Larry Bush's 17-year-old son, Ladarius Bush, was shot and killed in his home a week ago. His family and friends tell us Ladarius's funeral was today.
And we have some breaking news.